Okay, this portion of the video is packing with a decker. We're packing on a horse with Lena, the appendix quarter horse. Alright, so what I've done is I've set this on Lena. I chose to use a cool back pads. These are a little bit thicker. You can see the red is showing a little bit underneath. Pack saddle pads are a little bit longer and they go down further. You can see where this top part here of the decker, I'm not sure exactly the terminology of the name of that, but what that does is this piece of wood, as stated before, distributes the weight. So you can see how it sets on there. I've made sure that underneath it actually has the good padding here, because there's your tree for your decker, and you can see up here that this tree is actually protected there as well. You can also tell that I like to make sure that none of my stuff is hanging down. So I've actually, when I put my pack saddles away, these portions are on top, secured with the actual breast collar, in this case, on top, holding everything down so it doesn't drag on the ground. So I'll take this all down here now that it's on the horse. You can see that I've got a actual breast collar here. This is the breast collar. This is made from a company in Salmon, Idaho, where my dad resided for many years. So this is called Merit Saddlery Maker, and he's put together a nice, this is called harness leather. Harness leather is thicker. It's got a good thickness to it. Okay, and this thickness actually gives you strength, but it also is soft and pliable, therefore working well on the horse and flexing a little bit with the horse so you don't get as much option of wearing. This has got a double strap holding it more secure. Conway buckles here. Okay, to give you adjustments. This has already been adjusted for her, but we'll talk a little bit about adjustments and how to make sure how it properly fits. This is a pack cinch. Pack cinches. When you're looking at pack cinches, this is a double ring. This ring allows you to run ropes through it and secure it on. This one goes obviously to the saddle, to the latigo, and actually holds it on there. This second one ring actually is for holding, running your ropes through it when you're securing it down loads to the pack saddle. You also want to make sure that your pack cinch, to me, a good pack cinch, I'm trying to get it done here for you, is doubled. See how there's two layers? It gives it ability to breathe and less likelihood of that rolling. Okay, when it rolls, it compresses and it can cause wears on the horse. Okay, sores and so forth. So that's your cinch. The decker has a single rigging. It comes down. Okay, it comes down from here to a single ring to a single latigo. That's how those are usually done. Now the back portion, as we pull this off, okay, we'll just kind of set it here until it's secured. That'll be called the britchin. And the reason I didn't put that on yet is because my cinch is not on yet. Alright, so I'm going to go to the other side. And we're going to, on the horse, letting the horse know where I'm at. It's a good horse. She's done this a few times, to say the least. This portion here that I'm working with is on the back. So this is the back side, or the rear end of the horse. And this is tied, if you can follow that, this is tied to the actual D-ring. Okay, it's actually hand back braided into the piece of rope, and this is called a piggin string. And this piggin string goes back here, back, and there should be an actual weaker piece of, I usually use a bale and twine or some smaller piece of material that'll break. What you'll do is, if I had a second horse, I would tie it to here, and that would lead off the back. Okay, and it would connect that horse to this horse, so you can lead multiple horses. However, it's important to make sure this back part is made of a material that will break if pulled on hard, like if they're going off a cliff, if they go around a tree and they get caught on something and they need to break away from the horse in front of them. It's very important that that pigging string in the back portion is a little bit weaker. This one isn't as weak as I like it. Honestly, I would put another piece, tie it to here, okay, and then I go back. So this is the way it came, but I would probably modify that, to be truthful with you. So we'll get this best I can with one hand here. Your off cinch, or excuse me, not your off cinch, but your cinch, she's gained a little bit of weight. Okay, so if I back up here, you can see kind of where the saddle is and where the D-ring is, or the ring is, or the cinch. I want it to come up a little bit more. This just doesn't fit as well as I want it to, so I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to drop down this side here, okay, so that she has, it sits more center on the horse. If I can do this, okay. I made everything slip knot, so I'm going to loosen this up. I'm going to actually get this a little bit looser and drop that down here. You can see that, what's going on at all. It's kind of hard to do this both. Drop it down. This portion comes underneath. You want the middle, which is right there, that middle part, to be in the middle of the horse. This fits a little bit better. So I'm going to finish tying this off, and then I'll tighten it up a little bit. Okay, tighten it up. Now that I dropped it down, if you want to swing it, it makes it a little bit easier to pick it up on the other side. Okay, you can kind of see it swinging there. I lost my momentum. Okay. I also want to make sure that this fits in a certain place on the horse. See her leg right there? What I'm trying to avoid is right in here. If the skin gets caught right up in there, what will happen is that will actually can cause the horse to actually have a sore there. Alright? So what we want to do is want to back that away. We're going to bring this around, drop that down a little bit. I'm going to come around here. You can see that. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's pretty tricky to do with one hand, but we'll keep working on it here. Get it with one hand now. The cool thing is if you put up your latigo right, see how I got that through that first ring? Not the second. Remember, that's for the rope, for tying on. The first one, the main one closest to the horse, is going to be the one to tie on. If you do it right, see how that's looped through there? When I pull on it, one-handedly, it's through there. Then I can go back through here. Okay, and I just put it through about 2 or 3 times through both of them. Tying that right on there. So it's kind of tricky to do it one-handed, but it's good practice. I need to do it one-handed. Come back around here. Okay, like that. Now I think I'm pretty good with 2 there. Feel pretty comfortable about that. Can you see where that falls? Where her leg is? Here. You want it right about in there. Right there. Okay. So it's not quite where there you go. And I'll put that through again. So I tighten that a little bit. Just snug it up. And I'm running my hand down through there. Because if you take your hand, and you run your hand in between the cinch and the horse, it relieves that skin in there, and it makes it less likely of them to get sore. Everything's about comfort of the horse and making sure that you do what you can to actually make sure that horse doesn't get sored up. Okay, now, there you go, right there. I'm going to put it through one more time because I got an extra latigo, so it's about 3 times through there. You can see that. I'm tucking that through the top there. Now, back away here a little bit. Okay, so I tucked it through to the front side, this direction, right here. Now what I'm going to do, this is a little different, I'm take the tail and go back up through here. I'm going to pull that tight. And I put the loop through here. I'm going to drop it down through there. Okay, I'm going to finish this here. Go from there.